Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about some people, all right? So, listen to this. Jonathan Majors files complaint against Grace Jabari with NYPD ahead of his trial for ASSAULT and harassment. So, last week, Jonathan Majors filed a DV complaint with the NYPD against his ex-girlfriend and DV accuser per Insider. The move comes weeks ahead of his trial start in August. Majors faces, you already know the charges from the March incident involving Grace Jabari. In his police report, the 33-year-old claims Jabari attacked him numerous times in the past, though none of the incidents were formally reported. Jonathan's complaint notes a separate verbal dispute in London that became physical, according to the Insider. Meanwhile, his lawyer claims two NYPD precincts, Chinatown and Manhattan's 10th and Chelsea, found enough evidence to establish a probable cause to arrest Jabari. Listen, I, I think he did it. I think he did it because I think at this point, what's going on with his lawyers, they're just throwing anything out there to see what's going to stick. I'm still waiting on that video footage of them saying they were going to show, I guess, the public, because they released everything else. They released pictures of her allegedly at the club the night after the incident. I think they released text messages that didn't prove anything, but that he sounded like he did it to me through the text messages. And they said they were going to release video and audio from the taxi that would prove that he's innocent. But we still waiting on that footage from that taxi cab, okay? And we still ain't got it. Y'all don't release everything else to the public. Why not just release the video that shows that, like you said, he's innocent and she's guilty? You haven't released it for a reason. And your PR dropped you too? I'm not buying it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. Pete Davidson checks himself into rehab after suffering mental health battle with borderline personality disorder and PTSD. So, neighbors, it looks like Pete Davidson has checked himself into a rehab center facility after struggling with his mental health. According to sources obtained by TMZ, Davidson has been battling with borderline personality disorder and PTSD. Davidson reportedly periodically checks himself into rehab to work on these issues and to what his girlfriend Chase Sue Wonders described as bettering himself. I'm not mad at it. If you remember, we recently reported two different incidents on Davidson where he was charged for reckless driving after he crashed his Mercedes-Benz in a Beverly Hills home. In another incident, Davidson made headlines after he could be heard on a recorded line, leaving a seemingly passive-aggressive message to animal treatment company PETA over a misunderstanding about a dog. Now listen, that PETA, I see why he cussed y'all out, girl. Because Pete said, leave me alone. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. Y'all bothering me. I'm over here minding my business. Now, I don't think that had nothing to do with nothing, but just the simple fact that Pete was tired of y'all. And Pete cussed y'all out. Next case, okay? Now, the running into somebody's home, okay. No further details have been released to any statement or any statement from Davis directly. Neighbors, what are your thoughts? I think that it's wonderful that he's getting the help that he needs. He periodically checks himself into rehab. So that means that he's making sure that he can do what he needs to do to make sure he's okay. The first comment I saw was this. Not the first. One of the comments I saw was this. I ain't gonna say it's a Kardashian curse or anything, but I ain't never seen nobody bat 100% the way they do. This is crazy. First of all, girl, I don't keep up with Pete Davidson like that, but I think that he's been having these issues prior to meeting Kim Kardashian. The second thing is this, baby. Y'all give those Kardashians too much power. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. Let me just tell y'all something. The truth of the matter is, no tea, no shade, Kanye was already gone prior to meeting Kim. And we know that. Y'all can't sit here and say in one breath, Kanye ain't been the same since his mama, and then the next breath be like, yeah, was he see me? I know that's not what he's saying. But those who say that, yeah, Kanye wasn't the same since he met Kim. No, I thought y'all said that he wasn't the same since his mama died. Right? Lamar, he was on that shit before Chloe. The truth of the matter is, these men, they're already going through something. Some of them, I hate to say it, are already damaged. And then they get with the Kardashians, and then it is what it is. Caitlyn was already putting on pumps and dresses. And wearing lipstick and wigs prior to Chris. Come on for pumps and dresses. I know that's right. Y'all know I can't stand Caitlyn Jenner. I cannot stand that lady. When I say I cannot stand Caitlyn Jenner, I see exactly why her kids on fool with her now. Anyways, toy maker demands $6 million repayment from T.I. and Tiny after frivolous lawsuit regarding OMG Girls. So listen to this. MGA is demanding that T.I. pay its company $6 million after they defended themselves in the rapper's frivolous lawsuit that they won. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I think T.I. and Tiny are a mess. But I don't understand how they lost his. I mean, girl, it was clear as day. I really don't understand how they did not win that lawsuit. But girl, that's what happens when girl. What fuck you say? Either you gonna pay on the front end or the back end. All the mess they say T.I. and Tiny done did up there in Atlanta, honey. You gonna pay, and I guess this was your way of paying. Okay. In a lawsuit that started in 2021, T.I. and Tiny alleged that MGA owed them $100 million for stealing the idea for the dolls from their group, OMG Girls. MGA is demanding that T.I. and his company repay the $6 million spent. Girl, that's a lot of money. Girl, shout out to all the lawyers. I know y'all be making bank. Well, I don't know about all y'all. I know some of y'all be making bank. Girl, they spent $6 million on litigation after a jury rejected their claims in a recent trial. The trial was declared a mistrial in January due to jurors being exposed to inadmissible racially charged testimony. On Monday, the company's lawyers wrote in a new court filing that the OMG Girls litigation tactics, overreaching claims, and misconduct, including violating one of the court's rulings as to require a mistrial, justify. I guess they didn't lose. It was a mistrial. It was a mistrial. I said they lost. Justify awarding MGA over $6.1 million in fees, litigating this matter. Girl, it is what it is. Like I said, girl, you know, a part of me does believe that, girl, they should have won the lawsuit. But then when you think about all the mess that T.I. and Tiny name been connected to, it's kind of like, well, girl, like the girls say, I guess that's your bad karma, huh? It is what it is. Baby, listen to this. Woman forced to get her leg amputated after it gets stuck inside a moving walkway at a Thailand airport. You know those things that you use at the airport when you want to be lazy? I use them all the time. when you just want to stand there and just let it move you along because you're tired of walking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Neighbors, this is probably my biggest fear. This was never my biggest fear because I never thought nothing like this would happen. A Thai woman is out here with one less leg after she was caught inside a moving walkway at the Thailand airport. This unfortunate incident happened earlier today inside the Don Mu Mu Ang. I don't know, girl. The Don International Airport in Bangkok, girl. The 57-year-old victim reportedly suffered the gruesome injury while trying to make a 9:45 a.m. flight. While walking on the moving platform, her foot became trapped in Terminal 2. Horrified onlookers rushed to hit the emergency off switch as her leg became mangled. When medics arrived, they unfortunately had no choice but to amputate her leg above her knee to stop her from being trapped. The Associated Press reports a woman is trying to get her leg reattached. She's been taken to two different hospitals for treatment. Air officials say they will cover her medical bills also. Bitch, I know you will. You gonna cover more than her medical costs. Girl, girl, gone and all, girl. You better be on the phone with a lawyer. Girl, by the end of next week, that whole airport will be called Rodney Mitchell International Airport. Okay. Neighbors, imagine this. Sounds like a nightmare, honestly. From what I saw, a picture. Of course, I'm not posting any of these pictures. It looked like part of the. I can't explain it. Even with the pictures that I saw, I was like, how did her leg get caught in that? I'm thinking that, okay, so basically, when you walking off, a piece of the end was gone. So I guess when she was just strolling along, and her foot, because it's supposed to be I think it was supposed to be a covering right here. You see, so it's supposed to be a covering right here, but half of that covering was gone right here. So as she's coming in, I think her foot must have just went down into like the little crack. Girl, what size is her foot? A two toddler? I still don't know how that happened. I mean, but clearly it happened. Girl, what would you do if you was at the airport, girl, minding your business, trying to catch a flight to go to Miami and pussy pop with the best of them, wherever you was going, girl, and girl, your whole leg just got caught into the machine. Girl, have a fit. Girl, I would have a bona fide fit. Girl, when I say I would have a bona fide fit, I mean a fit. Girl, y'all ain't never seen a bitch have a fit until you saw me have a fit in the airport and my leg had to be amputated. Girl, a fit? Girl! Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Mm-mm. Oh, girl, listen to this. Sade, whatever her last name is, says she has apologized to Crystal for part she played in Divorce with Neyo and claims the singer needs help. So this is what she had to say. I've privately apologized profusely to Crystal for my role, and she is such a strong, beautiful, forgiving woman. But I spoke to a woman who was confused and broken. I don't know what she mean by that. Betrayed and misunderstood. She is hurting and healing, and as hard as he's trying to play tough, he know he's hurting deep down inside too. He needs help, love, support. It takes a village. I know y'all like to tussle in the comments, but just read and listen with your heart today and not your fingers. Now, the headline about me demanding child support immediately was a reach, and I think y'all are hurting my baby daddy's feelings. LOL. He says he don't care, but he do. We all care just a little. Girl, of course he care. In fairness to him, he cares because his money might be. Let me correct myself. He cares because his money might be in jeopardy. In fairness to him, in that regard, he has always been physically, emotionally, and financially responsible for both Braden and Brixton from the moment he's known about the first pregnancy. He's never denied or questioned either child, and we also have DNA tests for both. Hell, like one blogger said, Brixton got his head in Finding Nemo lips. So we aren't trying to figure out who the pappy. This man is and has always been a proud pappy. He be scandalous as LMAO, but he does right by all his kids. Girl, y'all stupid. Can I say something? Girl, let me say something. I mean, girl, I guess it is what it is. Girl, you coming, I guess you got to come out and try to defend him to make sure your check's still clear, girl, I guess. Girl, why aren't you coming out defending Neo? Neo got a platform way bigger than yours. Girl, we barely know who you are, quiet as it's kept. In real life, girl, we barely know who you are. We just know you just got some kids about Neo. So you coming out trying to defend Neo for what? Neo gonna be all right. Also, we aren't going through the court in some nasty battle because we are having issues with him providing financial support. She says they are not. She says that he's basically seeking legal rights to his kids so that can both have his last name. Girl, I think she's lying. It's not making sense to me. Why does he need to seek, girl? Why does he need to like if you want the kids to have his last name and he want the kids to have the last name, then girl, why not just get the kids the nigga last name? Like it's not that hard, girl. If y'all are both on the same page about the kid's last name, then she said he's only seeking legal rights to his kids so that he can both have his last names. Something we both wanted to do as soon as Brixton was born. Our financial and parenting plan is also being put in place only for the record. Y'all explain that to me because it's not making sense to me. Anyways, girl, I really don't even care. Okay, she wrote a lot. Girl, let me read the rest of this. Girl, I'm nosing now. Now I want to know what this hell is talking about. Girl, let's read. The hell, y'all ain't got nothing to do. Okay. I'm only coming to you guys today so we can hold the first internet intervention. Girl, shut up. Hear me out. Let's try love instead of hate today. Just once, if it doesn't work, we tried. I keep trying to talk and knock the sense into him, but I need help. I want to ask y'all to be kind and find just a small piece of compassion in your heart to instead of turn. Girl, not you coming to the internet. Girl, hang up the phone and get off. And girl, get off of my line and don't you ring my phone no more. Girl, not you coming out to the internet, girl, trying to defend this nigga who cheated on his wife with you, had babies, and now you want the public to have some compassion for him. Girl, where? I mean, girl, the truth of the matter is Neo gonna be all right. Neo is not the first person to break up his family. He's not the first person to cheat on his family. He's not the first person to have kids on his family. He ain't gonna be the last. Girl, Neo gonna be all right. Most of the niggas usually are. No tea, no shame. Neo ain't gonna suffer. Girl, he might get drugged in the comment sections a little bit from some people. He might get talked about by the YouTubers. But other than that, girl, Neo gonna be okay. It sounds like it's unless Neo is unless it's hard for Neo to find unless his business is suffering because they may feel as though he's a mess. And even then, I want to ask y'all to be kind and find just a small piece of compassion in your heart. Instead of tearing him down, send him support, advice, encouragement. Girl, the support, advice, encouragement is, girl, when you get married and you say you're going to be monogamous and you're going to honor your vows. Girl, the advice, the support, and the encouragement is to keep your dick in your pants. Ma'am, you ain't got no room to talk. Because if we just going to keep it all the way honest, you, girl, you the side chick. Girl, like, are we living, like, what? Yeah, like, the side chick is coming out to us, girl, to ask us to forgive him. And can we give him some advice, girl, support and encouragement? Some support, advice, encouragement for all hoes involved is to not be no hoe. And I'm talking to Sade and I'm talking to Neyo. Girl, like am I tripping? Am I tripping? like the side chick is coming out to the internet asking us to show some compassion for Neo, and also what's the advice, support, and encouragement that we could give him? Not to cheat on your family with the side hoes. And ma'am, where do you come into play? Girl, I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that he is going through a midlife crisis and he won't listen to the few of us who keep trying to help him with his accountability and his addictions. I've been caught up. Yes, I take responsibility in the middle of a ghetto lifetime movie, and I keep hearing and seeing all the different sides in regards to his behavior. I've noticed two things. Everyone, including his mother, associates, myself, and Crystal, have all individually said and agreed that none of us can recognize this person he has become. All of these folks, including him, keep pointing at each other, pointing out witchcraft, which I found funny AF, but they actually might be onto something. No funny-ish. I'm about to pull all my hair out. If y'all allude to me one more time. We all look like some damn Spider-Man dupes pointing fingers at each other. I don't know who did it, but we all need the best lady out there to give him a cleansing. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why she getting on my nerves. Why she? I don't know why this girl is getting on my nerves. I don't know. I don't know. I think. I almost feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone. Like you're the side chick who had two kids with the married man, and now you're out here on your platform asking us to give him compassion, to give him some advice. But then you also say, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. The company that he keeps, number two, the company that he keeps, which is the primary reason for the demise and the. Is this could not be the girl? Is this the girl? This is the girl. Girl, you a psycho. Girl, this girl is on the internet talking about number two, the company that he keeps, which is the primary reason for his demise. Listen, all I'm saying is this. I think that the responsibility lies on the person that steps outside of the marriage, whether it's a man or a woman. But I think that it sounds absolutely psychotic, ludicrous, asinine, and nuts for the side chick of Neo to get her ass down to the World Wide Web talking about girl, Neo also needs to make sure that he watches the company that he keeps, which is a primary reason for his demise. Girl, not the side chick coming out to the internet. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it don't. Okay. Before Crystal ever knew there was me or kids, it's straying him away from the gentle, loving man he truly is at heart. I'm sorry, you can't use the words gentle, loving, and then we find out that this man had two kids on his wife. They are encouraging his erratic and embarrassing behavior. This is like smoking around a junkie. They encourage the alcohol and drugs and outrageous and risky promiscuous lifestyle. Girl, I don't want to read no more because girl, you sound dumb. Girl, you had two babies with this man, and you out here talking about girl. The people around him are encouraging um, it encourage they encourage the alcohol and drugs. So I guess he out there, girl. And when people say drugs, they ain't talking about no weed. When I hear drugs, what I'm hearing when I hear drugs, I hear coke. That's what I hear. Because the truth of the matter is, as ignorant as this is about to sound, when I'm about to say, I know it's gonna sound ignorant. People who smoke weed don't consider weed drugs. They just don't. You ain't gonna never hear nobody that smoke weed consider weed a drug. I know it is a drug, But I'm just saying that, girl, the girls who smoke weed, do edibles, all that, girl, they don't consider that drugs. Okay? So when the girls say drugs, girl, I know what drugs they talking about. And it ain't no weed. They're gonna call weed weed. They encourage alcohol and drugs an outrageous and risky, promiscuous lifestyle that may ultimately expose him to diseases he can never get rid of. Bitch, he fucked you raw and had 2 kids, and you got her talking about, girl, he could catch some disease. Girl, he could have caught some diseases from you. Because we don't know who you was fucking when you was fucking Neyo either. I'm tired of her. Girl, you sound crazy. It's some more she wrote. I'm not reading all this because that girl sound crazy to me. That girl sound nuts. Sade, you sound nuts, baby. I hate to say it. Like, I feel like even I think that this might be a case of right message, wrong messenger. I think that's what it is. That's why I think what she said is going in one ear and right out this one and girl into my trash can. Because, girl, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say because what you said not making no sense. Or maybe it does make sense and it's just the person. Again, it's not the message, it's the messenger. Sade, don't hit us. Don't waste our time no more. We don't want to hear nothing from Sade no more. I'm speaking for everybody. Crazy ass hustle. Girl, just go over there, collect your child support checks, girl, and all that good stuff, and girl, go on about your business. It is what it is. The kids here, the babies here. The babies ain't did nothing. But we don't want to hear from him. We don't want to hear from their mama though. Okay. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.